Welcome, folks, to another round of Humans of DataHub. I'm Maggie. I'm the Community Product Manager for DataHub, and today we are joined by Roko. Roko, thanks for joining us. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you work, what you're doing.
Yeah, first, thanks for having me. It's a really pleasure to be here, and I'm glad to even get familiar with DataHub as a tool and the community, so kudos for that. My name is Roko Gudic. I'm working in a company called Infobip. We are actually the first Croatian unicorn.
Nice.
We are a global communication platform, basically in a B2B market, providing our customers a way to contact their customers over number of channels, starting from SMS, Viber, WhatsApp, whatever they choose. And yeah, we are currently ranked as a leader in this CCaaS, or contact center as a service space, by Juniper Research. And yeah, my personal position is a data science manager. I'm leading a team of data scientists. So with all this data that we have as a company, our task is to, gain value out of the data. As you can imagine, not a single company is perfect in that sense, and we felt the good and the bad side of having to deal with huge volumes of data, and that's actually how I got into data governance as an initiative in my company. So I'm also part of the data governance committee, which is like a multifunctional group of data governance enthusiasts in our company. Which of course then leads me to DataHub and how we actually got to DataHub. We were honestly in first phase when we were thinking of proprietary tools, looking at, I don't know, Informatica, Irving, and solutions like that. But at that point in time, we kind of wanted to see what's on the other side. So what is being offered in the open source community. And of course, DataHub was one of the first tools that I stumbled upon among others, such as Amundsen. And we spent like, a month validating different approaches. And we opted out for DataHub because it offered what we needed in a sense of flexibility, community around it, quality of the solution, the user experience, and so on. So yeah, that's kind of short how we got here. Yeah.
What a fun journey. And data governance enthusiasts, I like that. I think you're in good company with this group.
Roko, what do you enjoy most about the DataHub community?
Yeah, for start, from the first moment I joined Slack and everything, I felt really, really welcomed. From literally the first message. I thought okay, go there, say hi. I thought, okay, I'll just say hi, no one will respond. And Maggie was in 5 minutes there responding, welcome here. So I was like, okay, so someone is really, giving this a thought and taking care of new arrivals. And from that point onwards, I just felt like, I have people around who are willing to help. It's like really vibrant and welcoming. And to say, I think it's the quality of the solution or the product just kind of maybe gathered people who either care for high quality products or are in need for a high quality product. So it's, in my opinion, like a perfect storm, so to speak, of like-minded people needing the same solutions and helping each other out on this journey. And I don't know, it's really wonderful in my opinion.
That's great. And I mean, I gotta say, well, I'm glad that you felt welcomed, but I also know that you go above and beyond to welcome other people and provide that support. So we're super appreciative of that. And I know, we can't do all of this alone, right? And especially as the community grows, it's just so wonderful to have folks like you that are willing to jump in, help people feel supported, help give direction, help, brainstorm. So we appreciate you just as much.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly why I kind of felt natural to help other people as well, because I felt the same energy coming towards me. So I just wanted to return it back. And I think that's
Love
the
that.
main idea behind, the communities and the open source, and I love it as well.
We're doing something special here. I'm excited about it.
That's true.
So thinking about, DataHub within your organization, so with you being in kind of a data science and more data governance focus, I'm curious, what are you looking for DataHub to enable within your organization, or what problems have you already addressed or are looking to address by incorporating the tool?
Yeah, I mean, the most obvious response to that would be just pure data discoverability.
Sure.
In a company like Infobip, we are reaching around 7 billion mobile phones every single month.
Oof.
So we are really, really working on a huge scale, and
Sure.
that brings, its own set of problems. So just from a pure standpoint of data discoverability, we already gained much. But I would say the most important thing, as I see it, is just platform to make business people and IT people work together. In a sense that I believe that business glossary and everything around, standardizing the namings and the definitions that need to come from the business side, and in order to map the physical representations of those concepts and have it tied together for people to, for example, when they come to our company, they have one central place where they could, go and search for concepts that they are learning about, and
Sure.
actually see how those data elements that are connected to the concepts are being used throughout the company in dashboards and stuff like that. So it kind of eases the onboarding, but also for people that are already present in the company for so long to be able to speak with the same language about concepts that we think mean the same thing, right?
Sure. That's awesome.
With DataHub, what has been your favorite feature or use case?
Okay, so for me personally, it would probably be column level lineage.
Yeah.
That was something that I anticipated. Yeah, me and the rest of the community were really,
exactly.
really eager for it. So that's definitely something that had the biggest, I'd say, jump in value, so to speak,
Sure.
in my sense. But also, as I mentioned, business glossary and just, the quality of the search functionality as well. We have like hundreds of thousands of entities in DataHub, so quality search mechanism is necessary, and we have that in DataHub. So but I would say column level lineage number one.
Yeah, column level lineage is one where we've had so much. There's so much excitement around it, and I think one of the things I'm really excited to figure out as a community is how when you're in the scale of hundreds and thousands of data sets, and then you amplify that with column level lineage, it can become exceptionally complex very quickly, right? And so I think we have a really great community around people wanting to solve this problem. So how do we solve column level lineage in an impactful way, right? And not just have a pretty visualization to go along with it, but actually empower people to act on it, right? So super excited about it.
That's what brings me to another great aspect of DataHub that we just started to explore. It's DataHub Actions, and basically writing out workflows, either be it for creating new glossary terms and have a life cycle for a term. If someone proposes it, to assign it to someone who would need to approve it, and then have it approved and published for the rest of the company. But also we are looking into DataHub Actions in the sense of impact analysis, of course, based on column level, and that's something that we are kind of really, really enthusiastic about. I think that's where the biggest value will happen, actually.
Yeah. Well, keep us posted on that, because that'll be a fun story to tell the community, because I think, there's a lot that we can learn from how you approach it. And that's really exciting. I am curious, Roko, with your current implementation of DataHub, and it sounds like you're going to be working on actions, sounds like you're going to be kind of trying to automate some of those workflows. What are you excited to see from the DataHub community beyond those features, maybe additional features or just even ways to collaborate within the DataHub community?
Yeah, well, for us, it's the new sources, right?
Sure.
We are also looking to contribute with Click
Mhm.
data source. We are ironing out some details, and
Very cool.
I cannot wait to bring it back to community. But also, I would like to see, let's say, more ways to engage business stakeholders, and how I would approach it, or one of the ways I would approach it, is to maybe suggest, and I already have plans for this to communicate to the community, to include a concept of a business process, because a lot of data entities and data sources are being consumed in some higher level business processes.
Sure.
Those business processes have their owners, right? And I think it's a good way to, let's say, connect or to bring this whole data perspective to the non-technical business users.
Sure.
Because the way I see it, the biggest value for the company actually happens when business and IT or data people start working together to improve the quality, to improve the whole governance of data.
Yeah.
And I believe business process as a concept is something that could potentially, tie things up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's really cool. So kind of like attaching the underlying data to the day-to-day kind of human workflows or like decisions that are being made that maybe aren't tied directly to a dashboard or to a model, but more of a conceptual or more to a concept. That's really awesome. I'm hearing more and more kind of like rumblings of that or interest in that. So maybe that's something that we can kind of put out a community RFC, right? Like how do we model a business process effectively within DataHub? That's really cool.
Yep. It could potentially have similarities to how data flows and data jobs work.
Sure.
But some dissimilarities actually exist, and let's say additional development. But same kind of concept, having stages of the business process as jobs and flows as business processes.
That's really cool.
Other relationships and
yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so one last question for you. What advice would you give someone who is curious about the DataHub community or is just joining the DataHub community? Yeah, like what advice would you give them as they're just starting out?
I would say, jump 100% inside, immerse yourself in the community, try the tool, talk to people, ask questions, and hopefully also help other people, and just immerse yourself in the community and in the experience.
We're a pretty great bunch, if I dare say so myself.
Yep. I would agree.
Well, Roko, thank you so much for taking the time with us. We genuinely are super appreciative of the contributions you're giving back, and you're helping build this community with us. So we value you and appreciate you. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, you bet. We'll talk to you soon.